I'm here to talk to you about neck, shoulder, and upper back pain that you may be experiencing as a new mom. So it is not uncommon when we have a baby that we start to experience some pain in many different areas in our body, but it's very common to have pain in the neck, the shoulder, kind of the upper, across the upper back area. And there can be many reasons that lead to this, but one of them might not be one that you have thought about. Okay, so one reason is simply that we're doing a lot more lifting probably than we did before, because we have this new little baby that we're taking care of and lots of little baby stuff. And that's so we are lifting and carrying our baby, the car seat, moving around the pack and play, carrying the diaper bag, all of this extra hoisting that you probably weren't doing before. And so the muscles are getting overworked that way. And so it's not uncommon to start to feel some aches and pains in the shoulder, neck, or upper back area because of that. Another reason is that once we have a baby, we spend a lot of time kind of coming forward and down. So think about it. We're bending over the changing table. We are bending over to pick them up out of the crib. We are down on the ground bending and playing with them while they're doing tummy time. So lots more of this kind of forward hunching movement, which our body's designed to do, but we're probably doing a lot more of it than we did before. And so because of that, we can have a tendency to end up kind of slouching down more and bringing our shoulders forward and our neck forward, even while we're kind of holding or nursing the baby. So these postural changes of kind of positions that we get ourselves into commonly can end up contributing to lots of strain, stress and strain through the neck and the shoulders and the upper back, okay? And a third thing, and this is the one that people may not really be thinking about when they're thinking about why am I having pain, is that your weakness in your core muscles, in your abdominals, your pelvic floor, your diaphragm, and your back may be contributing to it. You're like, wait a minute, how is weak abdominals contributing to my neck or shoulder pain? Well, our body is great at compensating, and it's going to try and find a way to get things accomplished for us, especially when we're a mom taking care of a baby. We just got to get it done. And so because our core muscles just got stretched out during pregnancy and maybe are not coming back as well as they should be, or are just, coming back in their time, it's taking some time for them to recover, we are putting extra stress and strain through our shoulders and neck and upper back, and those muscles are having to do more than they usually do. Okay, so we're meant to have a nice, strong, supportive core that we build off of. Think of our core as our foundation to our house, and we want a strong foundation to build on, otherwise we're going to end up with issues. And the same thing goes for our body. We need a strong central foundation, otherwise we may end up with issues in other places like our neck, our shoulders, or our upper back. So what can we do to try and prevent this and help with this? So first and foremost is making sure that you do feel like you're getting your core muscles back. And this may require the assistance of an expert such as a pelvic physical therapist to work together to figure out how you are using your muscles and what are the best exercises for you to start back up with. This doesn't mean that you just run out and start doing a 45-minute ab class because your abs are weak. Most likely I'm here to tell you that you will probably cheat and you will not use your abs well if you try and jump back into something high level like that. You usually need to build up slowly over time. Okay, so first and foremost, building up your core so that it takes some of the stress and strain away from your neck and shoulders and upper back. Second thing is to make sure that you're going through many different postures and positions. There's no bad posture, but we don't want to spend all of our day kind of hunched forward and down. We need to think about being up tall with our rib cage centered right over our pelvis and being able to support ourselves in this position. So again, this is where our core muscles come in to be able to support in this position. But sometimes it can be as simple as taking a little break where if we're sitting there and we feel like we're slumping, coming up tall, opening up our shoulders so that we kind of turn our arms out. So if my hands are like that, I'm kind of turned out versus everything kind of rolled forward and in. Or you can even do some nice little shoulder rolls to kind of loosen things up a little bit. Okay. My favorite correction is when we've been sitting forward like this quite a bit is to get up against a wall and get my head and my back against the wall, and then take my arms and my shoulders back towards the wall, my elbows, and just go up and down the wall. It looks like a really simple movement, but it's actually quite challenging to keep your back against the wall while you're doing that. And it's a great way to open up across here and spend some time going this way versus pulling forward. So I love doing that as a quick posture correction throughout the day, getting up against a wall, bringing my hands back, and doing a little bit of up and down action like that. Obviously, you can't do that one while you're holding the baby, but if you're dealing with back, neck, or upper back, neck, or shoulder pain while you're holding your baby, and your baby doesn't want to be put down, get yourself leaning back against a wall and be supported that way. You can still kind of rock and sway in that position and be supported and to take some pressure off of it. Ultimately, if we're spending lots of time forward like this, we need to strengthen and support the muscles in their more neutral positions. So getting on a nice little strengthening program for the upper back and the shoulders can be helpful too. But again, we got to build the foundation first. You got to have the core strength there. Otherwise, you're just going to overuse through this area. So it's not just about strengthening in the shoulder and the neck. You need an upper back. You need to get the core muscles there as well. So hopefully this gave you some good information about the importance of restoring your core, even if you're dealing with upper back, shoulder, neck pain, because it is a common pain complaint that we get from lots of moms who are newly postpartum, even to several years postpartum, okay? We just start to get some bad habits and move things the wrong way.